think you just highlighted a really important factor. I very rarely see folks even introduced fixed income in international space, at least when I come across like 401k plans. And, that certainly could be an attractive option for them to review.
Well, you also mentioned, that's another reason for that passive versus active conversation, right? If you're using an index product that tracks one index, like the U.S. aggregate bond index, right? That's an index that is made up primarily of U.S. treasuries and agencies, some securitized like mortgages and asset backs, and then investment grade credit. And if you, like us, think that investment grade credit is a little expensive, if you're buying the index, you get the index. That's all you get. Yep. And if you're in a product that can only invest in those three things, well, then that's what you do. You either own credit and you don't like the price, but you got to own it, or you can underweight it and try to own a little more treasuries or a little bit more, mortgage backs or something. Whereas strategies that have a little bit more flexibility to say, you know what, I'm going to have a couple of percent in European investment grade as opposed to the US investment grade, because again, economies are all going through this same kind of phenomenon with inflation and higher rates and a slowdown in economic activity, but they're going through it at different paces, at different magnitudes, with different responses from different regulators. So you get that diversification, and you can just hedge some of those bets a little bit more, which we think is a value add, as opposed to these are my options, or the index is what the index is, and as a passive investor, that's what I get. So I think those little bits are meaningful in an environment like this.
Yeah, no, and I 100% agree. And, that's why I wanted you to join us today, because I thought it was really important to be able to unpack I think one of the most core conversations is really active or passive in the fixed income space, because a lot of folks, they hear passive is the best way to go. And they run these studies showing, rates of return, but it's a much different perspective when you're looking at a large cap index versus large cap mutual fund managers, as opposed to getting into the fixed income space where you have thousands of different issuers. Yeah. So, we certainly appreciate you going through today and unpacking this fixed income conversation. And I certainly welcome our partnership and continue to use you guys in the future. So thank you for your time today.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciated the conversation and look forward to another one in the future.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks. Take care.